So what I'm going to be talking about is apprenticeships, national apprenticeships, how to apply for them. I'm also going to show you the website, how to register, and then also how to complete an application and the types of things that you need to be putting into your application. So the first thing you'll need to do, if you haven't done so already, is register with the National Apprenticeship Service. It's free to do so. It's very straightforward. You need to go in, create an account, use your email address and a password. Once you've done that, they then send you an email which you then need to activate. Once you've done that, you'll then need to log in, like I have done, follow the instructions to find an apprenticeship, and then you'll be presented with a screen that looks like this. So usually what I do is I go to the browse section, and I tend to use this with students who want to do an apprenticeship but maybe don't know what sector they want to do it within, and also just to get an idea on the types of apprenticeships available. Can also just do a general search if you're very specific about what it is you want to do, or you've seen an apprenticeship and you've got the reference details or employer. But I'm going to go through to browse. So these are the apprenticeships in the different sectors. So you've got agriculture, horticulture, animal care, business, construction, engineering. So if I just took business for example, and then put in the postcode, so G5, I'm going to put the college's postcode. Depending how far realistically you could travel, I'm just going to put 15 miles, and then there's the different levels of apprenticeships. I'm just going to click all for now and then browse. So within the postcode that I've selected, there are 26 apprenticeships available to me that I could apply for. So just scrolling through. So if I take the engineering apprenticeship for example, I'm just going to have a look through at what the apprenticeship involves to see if I can get an idea on is this something I would like to do. Then looking at more details on full-time, weekly wage, the level of apprenticeship. So this one's actually a higher level advanced apprenticeship. And then scrolling through looking at what the employer is looking for in terms of skills, qualities, and the qualifications that you need to demonstrate, and then scrolling through to see what employer it is and who the qualification would be through, which is South Gloucestershire and Stroud College. So then if you like the look of that one, click apply, and it will take you through to the application then. So apprenticeships do attract a high number of applicants, so it's important that your application stands out. So looking through, it's already populating my details from when I registered. What you'll need to do then is go through and enter your educational details, so that includes current qualifications you're studying for and any other previous qualifications you've done, so GCSEs, anything else. And make sure you're reading through it and fully filling out the application. Work experience, so anything like they say paid, voluntary, it's really worth including that in there. Any training courses, certainly worth mentioning it in there. And then if we scroll down to the bottom bit, this is probably the most important section of the apprenticeship application and what employers really go by. The employers do set these questions, so they can vary. This particular application is what are your strengths, and then it's looking for you to provide examples when you've demonstrated your strengths. What skills would you like to improve on during the apprenticeship? Then going through what are your hobbies and interests. This one's specific, so additional questions. Why do you want to work in the engineering industry? And then going into more specific detail about have you ever had to design or make anything. So with those you've got up to 4,000 characters, so you need to give really full answers there. Take your time on these. Also going through your application, making sure you take your time checking through your application, checking for spelling, grammar, and also get someone else to proofread it for you before you submit it. Making sure you sell yourself and you play up your key strengths, and ensure that your application is unique, and that it really shows why you should be considered through to interview. It's also important to be realistic as well, as each apprenticeship is different and they all require different skills. But if you're confident that you meet what that apprenticeship is looking for, it's certainly worth putting an application in. And then scrolling down, then once you're happy, save and continue, and then once you're happy with the application, you've checked everything, make sure that you've completed everything, then you can submit it, and then if you're successful, the employer training provider will get in touch with you and invite you to an interview. If you've got any questions about your application, or you want someone to proofread it, the careers team or your tutor will be happy to help.